Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Mary Lou with Plan, Heal, and Be Merry. If you're new, I really hope you consider subscribing and hitting the bell button below so you do not miss any of the new videos. If you're a current subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And I do have a new giveaway, guys. I don't want any of my subscribers to miss it, and I would welcome any new subscribers to join as well. It would probably be a video that was posted maybe a day or two before this one, so if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I'll also link it in the cards up here somewhere, probably towards the end of the video, so keep an eye out for that. And what we're going to be working on today is basically our May budget recap. Basically, guys, May was a bad month for my family and I. Well, I should say for me, because really the decision starts with me and my husband, and so yeah. So it just trickled down. But we did reach, some of the goals that we had. For example, I wanted to be under $1,500 from the one loan that we are attacking with our debt snowball currently, which is Tuition Solution. It is a loan that started at $6 grand, and it is due by October with 0 interest. If we don't pay it by October, then we will have to pay interest through the life of the loan, which started probably 2 years ago. It was 24 months, 0 interest. So, after a few months of doing a little bit of just payments that were minimum payments and every other month doing a little tiny bit more, this past year, for starting in June, we really started to attack the debt. And so we're trying to push it out and get rid of it quicker and concentrating on that. So my goal for May was to be a little bit under what is it called, $1,500, and it turns out that that loan is now at $1,480.30. That's what the loan should be at this moment, which makes me super happy because we are under $1,500. And I know it's barely under, but I still reached the goal despite having all these difficulties with the budget. So let's just go ahead and get started with going over the details of what's going on there. Okay. So one of the first changes that happened, and it happened pretty quickly, was that instead of expecting $42.07 every week for my husband, that dropped down to $1,035.96. There was a credit he was getting paid back for one of the insurance that we purchased, and I guess that credit's already been paid back to him, so now he's paying for that insurance once more. And a little bit is being deducted from his payroll, so that's what that difference is. So that was the first big difference that we had. The biggest change for our budget this month was the fact that my husband had a little bit less payroll than expected. I did go over that just a second ago, but just wanted to point that back out. And so basically the amount of money that he brought in for the month of May was $143.83. And then my payroll was $3,091.78, and his extra payroll was $1,035.96, but we did have a 1-cent payment for our savings. So we're gonna just add it on here. So 96 plus 1, 97. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the difference in our payrolls. 4168.30 minus 4143.83. We had a difference of, that's negative, not positive, $24.47. Let me just double check that. Okay, negative $24.47 less, or just $24.47 less. And so for my payroll, we were at 1 cent less. Oops, 0001. And then for his extra paycheck payroll, we are looking at $6.10 less than what we expected. Okay, so let's continue on with our, well actually no, let's just do the math there. Plus 0.01 plus 24.47. We're looking at a total of $30.58 less income than we thought we were gonna get for the month. And for the total of income for the month, we are at $8,271.58. Okay, there we go. So our mortgage was actually exactly as expected. So that's usually pretty standard and doesn't change until next year when escrow is recalculated. Our storage, we did spend $109. For our PlayStation View was $48.69. Ring was also just as expected, $6, as well as electricity. And then doTERRA, we went over by 32 cents. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I should be keeping it where I wanted to, but just to be negative 32 cents, that's okay with me. So Netflix was exactly $17.31, as well as our insurance, $32.64. Our car insurance, $139.74. And then internet, $81.23. Our cell phone was a little bit more than we anticipated because of some app that Sprint says my mom purchased, which is not, I don't think that happened. If it happened, it was an accident because that lady, she doesn't know how to purchase apps. And actually, I think I turned off internet from her phone. So that's really odd that they're saying she purchased an app. I don't know. Do we need an internet to purchase and upload an app? I think we do. So, I don't understand, but what are you going to do? You can't beat them. $10.73 over. And then for groceries, we did exactly $600. Well, actually, no, we went over on groceries, but we put it on in the unbudgeted category. $2.50 for gasoline. And then here's where it gets interesting. For the minimum payment that we paid towards debt, instead of $1,352, we paid $1,295.77. And that is because we went over so much on our unbudgeted section that something had to give, and unfortunately we paid a little bit less on our debt than we did to help cover that difference. So that's what happened there. $56.23. And then for our debt snowball, same thing. Well, not only that, but for the debt snowball, we decided to basically take $300 from the debt snowball and add it towards the savings for my Europe trip. And that way everything, hopefully the plan is to have it paid off and not have anything on the credit card. So let me see here. So that was what we anticipated paying for a debt snowball. And we did $918.85. Okay, $918. So we basically took $412.96 away from our debt snowball. $300 of which went towards the Germany trip, and $112.96 which went towards our unbudgeted amount. So for our car loan, we did pay the $541.76, and then for my student loan, we did pay $51.47. And the total that we have here, just for these items, is $5,980.02. Let's just do the math real quick to make sure that adds up, because I do make mistakes. See, right here, that would have been a $10 mistake. Okay. $5,980.02. Okay, perfect. That came out well. And then over here, this is where I wrote down my debt snowball change. And then I just made a little note for myself. For example, on Capital One, instead of $54 minimum payment, we paid $57. And then my city card, which had been paid off last month, or the month before that actually, it had a $14.11. I'm thinking it comes from interest. Not exactly sure, but I'll have to look that up. But that's what was due. For whatever reason, I do need to look that up, guys. I don't like to just paid it. I paid it because it was due, but I need to find out why that charge came about. So just to continue, for our cash envelopes, we did stay on track there, and we only took out the $40 and the $60 for pet expenses, $40 for personal care. And then we did the $100 for family fun, $30 for school expenses, and then $50 for babysitting, $20 for kids commissions, and $50 for household. And then so the total spent there was $390.00. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just slice it here and separate it, because the 300 were meant for Germany. And then we split this between Austin and Germany, the 400. But actually only 320 was used. Let's start from savings. So for savings, we did transfer over $25. For holidays, we were going to do $195, but instead of transferring the $195 over for sinking funds, we only transferred $175. And so basically the $20 that are additional here came from sinking funds. Let me show you guys that. Let me show you guys right here. For our sinking funds 2019, we have basically our totals for holidays that we transfer for the month. And for 4th of July, we are transferring monthly $20. So we did not submit the transfer. We kept the $20 in the account. And so we only transferred over $175, but we did use those $20. And I will probably show you guys how when we go over our Europe savings plan, so that you guys can have the full picture there. And then for birthdays, we did transfer $146. Back to school, $50. And then clothing, $50. And then for date night anniversary, because the account was a little bit overdrawn, I did talk to you guys, and I mentioned that we seemed to be $82.62 over, something like that. The $80, no, we're not. Basically, what happened was a miscommunication between my husband and I. He was supposed to transfer take out $100 from these 400 and $100 from eating out. Let me show you where that is. So here's the $100 for gas money that we're going to use from the Austin trip. And here is, where is my eating out money? Right here. The eating out money that we needed to take out also for the Austin trip. And so my husband, instead of taking out $200, he only took out $120. And what he said he did was he only took $120 out because the other $80 he expected to use for gasoline, and he didn't want to go inside the store and pay cash. And I'm like, really? Really? Come on, just one time. So he said he kept the $80 in the account, but then we didn't end up using them because we had enough money on our gasoline prepaid debit card that we use every week, and that's how we got the gas money from. And then we only spend 120 cash plus some of our sinking fund money, I believe. And so yeah, so the $80 are still in the account, and they were still in the account through the end of the month. So truly we were only $2.62 over, I believe. Yeah, oh, 72, excuse me, 82.72. So we were truly only $2.72 over. So we did adjust that. For example, right here, instead of taking out $75 for date night, we spent $70.32 on date night, which means there is a difference of $4.68. So we just left that in the account, and we only transferred over $10 for our anniversary. And since we spent $70.32, that brings us from $70.32 plus $10 equals $80.32. The difference, $4.68, just was stayed in the account for that. And then we did transfer over the $300, or we did use the $300 for Germany from the debt snowball. So for this last week, we paid $300 towards the Germany trip, plus $100 from the cash that was supposed to be for Austin and Germany. So that gives us $400. Plus the $20 from our holidays, that's $420. And instead of taking the cash out, what I did is I sent my brother a payment for the things that he paid for, such as my Paris train ticket, flight ticket to Spain, bus ticket to Spain, train from Frankfurt to Bonn, Germany, that kind of thing. And I'll show you guys, when I give you an update, I'll show you guys a picture of that payment made and where that money went. So you guys can see there. And then for car expenses, we did do the $50, and for memberships, $23. That brought our total here for our sinking funds to be 900. What was it? 919. 32. And then for eating out, we have the 200. Flow money was 100. Unbudgeted was way over. It was 377.72. And we were at 360.28, I believe, but then the little bit of difference that I used from the 20 was the $17 and some cents. I don't remember the exact number, but that information will be in our Europe savings updates. So technically we were negative 227.72 over, basically over budget. So this brings our total here to 677.72. All right, so now let's take a look and see if our account ties out, and hopefully it should end in a little bit of a positive. So let's see here. We have 5,980.02 from our normal regular expenses, and then 390 for our cash envelopes, 919.32 for our sinking funds, plus 677.72 from our leisure money down here. So that gives us a total of 7,967.06. Wait, but then I need to add this 300. I didn't add that. So then let's do plus 300. So we have 8,267.06. Let's do that over here. Can you guys see me? Let me just make sure. 8,267.06 compared to what the money that was brought in was 8,271.58. 8,271.58 minus 8,267.06. We are looking at a positive of $4.52. So even though we had a lot of overage in our budget, because we paid less to our debt snowball, we were able to still stay positive. So I'm happy about that. I was very, very nervous. I was very disappointed when I thought we were at negative 82.72. So this is what May is looking like. We are starting June with positive $4.52, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so you know, I still am very disappointed with the month of May, but I'm glad that we reached at least one goal, which was to be under $1,500 on the tuition solution loan. And yeah, so now we're starting the month, and I will make a note over here that we have positive $4.52 to add into our budget here and go from there. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions, please list them down below. And thank you for joining me. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.